Good morning, Morris Brandon faculty, staff, students. It is Friday. It is January 22nd. It is day 3 of our specials rotation. It is the last day of this schedule that you guys are in. It's the first day that some of our K2 students are in their new classrooms, maybe with a virtual teacher, maybe with a new homeroom. But you're lucky because we're here together, and we're all a Morris Brandon family, and we're going to make this work, and we're going to do it. So happy Friday, Mr. Hudson.
Happy Friday.
All right, you know what comes next. We have our resident visitor, Audrey Blees.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Audrey. Keep those videos coming too, because I think Mr. Hudson and I are going to extend our announcement just a little bit longer until our main campus students come back. And then they will begin to host our morning announcements on our YouTube channel. So today's January 22nd. It's a Friday, but you know it's also National Hot Sauce Day. I love some hot sauce, but not too hot. It's also National Polka Dot Day. Yes, who would have thought? Should have worn my polka dots today, Mr. Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So in 1889, Columbia Phonograph, which is now called Columbia Records, was formed, one of the most famous record companies. In 1946, today was the creation of the Central Intelligence Group, also known as the CIA, which many of our people know as the Central Intelligence Agency. And in 1947, KTLA, the first commercial television station west of the Mississippi, began operation in Hollywood. Yep, one of the first TV stations. Big day in history. 2 risk takers for this month are obviously our one and only 5th grade champions, John Henry and Oliver, who brought to us their sock drive, their food drive, their clothing drive for the less fortunate. And we have that slide to show you. And Oliver and John Henry are risk takers. And let's not forget that they have a sock and blanket drive with all the information here. Take note of that address, 2730 Ridge Valley Road, Atlanta, Georgia. They are accepting donation items in the bins outside of their house, and they will get that to where it needs to go. So thank you to our awesome resident risk takers, Oliver and John Henry.
Great job, guys, and a lot of love, caring, compassion in that. And now for our SEL moment, and responsible decision-making is our theme for today, along with our SEL standard that we consider and understand both the positive and negative consequences to self, others, and the community when making decisions. So we think about what we do, and we understand how that will have an impact on our neighbors. And so as we make our moves, as we decide what steps we're going to take, we're always considerate of others. So good morning and happy Friday. Let's read our quote. If you're brave enough to start, you're strong enough to finish. And that reminds me of Oliver and John Henry, because they started a project and we know that they are going to be brave enough to finish. They're already starting to receive some items and they're collecting them at the house, and they will finish strong. So let's help them out, Morris Brandon community. What have you started learning that you need to keep working at? Perhaps it is a reading challenge or a new kind of math. Remember to ask for help, encourage yourself, and don't give up. Our SEL tip for this weekend for the family: this week you have learned a lot about breathing and self-talk. Teach a family member one of these strategies. So when you see your brother, sister, sibling, mom or dad, or uncle and aunt, maybe it's a grandfather or grandmother having a rough time, show them how to breathe and tell them how it helps you during the day at school.
All right, Mr. Hudson. Favorite part of the day, the joke of the day is never going away. Mr. Hudson, what works faster than a calculator?
Well, you know, they always say the human mind does, but I don't think that's the answer.
A calcu now.
Better now than later. I get it. Who said that joke, Mr. Bland?
I think that was Miss Waters in her 5th grade class.
That is awesome.
You, Miss Waters. All right, we've got a lot of birthdays today and this weekend, so I'll do the first slide. We have Ian Kim, Airlie Carter, Julia Holiday, Patrick O'Neill, Ava Harris. Happy birthday, Ava. Sophie Lafayette, Caroline Stewart, Leah Coleman's,
Harrison Banks, AJ Barwani, Hudson Covington, Ann Shepard, and Kanani Dunjoy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone. All right, well, don't forget, parents, last town hall today at 10 a.m. We're just finalizing, covering some last things. Don't forget our K2 students have started their new schedules today. Everybody will start their new schedules on Monday, and 3-5 will join their new classes to prepare for their February 1st in-person return on January 29th. Mr. Hudson.
Mr. Bland.
Have a great day. Friday. Have a great weekend, and we will see our in-person students bright and early on Monday morning.
Do you hear the roaring applause in the houses? Have a great weekend, everyone.